The startup discovery process is really hard, and I think that's one of the main reasons why people skip it. Welcome to What You Should Know About Startup Discovery, Part 4 of 8. I can't tell you how many startups I've seen who have raised a bunch of money but still aren't entirely sure if anyone wants what they're building. They've basically skipped the process of startup discovery and built something to see if it sticks. So, how does this even happen in the first place? Well, I've been guilty of doing this, so I'll tell you what I've seen firsthand. VCs are guilty of making really early bets on good teams or ideas that they like. That's their job. But this enables teams to raise money before they've done the hard work of startup discovery. Once teams raise money, their immediate inclination is to start spending it. And of course, that means building some product, right? But we all know that we should probably do some discovery. So you go out there and you do some discovery. And maybe it doesn't really stick, or people just tell you some nice things, don't tell you the truth, and don't buy. So you tell yourself, I'm going to just keep going, I'm not going to give up. Probably it's not sticking because people just haven't seen the product yet. So you keep pushing that MVP line further and further along. And lo and behold, 6 to 12 months later, you have a product, but you still aren't sure who to sell it to. So having heard the story, is it the right answer to not build anything before you really feel good about startup discovery? Well, it's going to sound like I'm contradicting myself, but the truth is that the discovery process doesn't really have a clear end. You're constantly learning new things that you have to adjust for, and sometimes you do need to build a little bit to show people what you're thinking. And with AI, building prototypes has become incredibly cheap. But the key here is not to ignore market feedback and to cut your losses as quickly as possible. There is no room for wishful thinking in the world of startup. I'm Diana, and I break down tech, startups, and AI without the hype. I'll see you for parts 5 to 8.